And to details, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi held summit talks with visiting Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte at Al Ittihadiyya Presidential Palace on Wednesday, which focused on means of enhancing bilateral ties in addition to a number of regional and international issues of mutual concern. The details. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi held a joint press conference with visiting Netherlands Prime Minister Mark Rutte, following their summit talks at Al Ittihadiyya Presidential Palace on Wednesday. President el-Sisi welcomed the Dutch Premier and expressed Egypt's keenness on boosting mutual cooperation with Netherlands and the European Union during the coming period. The head of state reiterated that the talks focused on boosting bilateral relations in various domains, the political, economic, scientific and cultural ones, as well as expanding Dutch investments in the Egyptian market and trade volume, especially in fields of mutual concern, including the renewable energy and green hydrogen. President el-Sisi further added that the two sides had exchanged consultations over several regional and international files of mutual concern. He said the talks reflected Egypt's significance as a credible partner for European Union and its member states, with the aim of realizing interests of both sides. The President also reviewed latest developments in Gaza and Egypt's efforts to reach an immediate ceasefire in the besieged Strip, with the head of state warning from an Israeli planning to wage a military ground operation as it breaches international resolutions and humanitarian laws. President el-Sisi told the Dutch Premier that Egypt is hosting more than 9 million people on its land, who enjoy all services exactly like Egyptian citizens. He called on enhancing stability in the region to control the phenomenon of illegal immigration and political refuge. For his part, Rutte expressed his country's keenness on enhancing relations with Egypt in various domains, particularly in the fields of green hydrogen and clean energy. Rutte praised Egypt's stance for supporting the Palestinians and providing humanitarian aid to Gaza. The meeting focused on illegal immigration file and the situation in Red Sea as a matter that raises concern on the global trade vital path. The Dutch Prime Minister earlier arrived at Cairo International Airport accompanied by an official delegation. Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli stressed on Wednesday Egypt's continuing efforts to complete the economic reform path in coordination with the government and the central bank, and pointing out to positive indicators witnessed during this period. During the weekly cabinet meeting in the new administrative capital, Madbouli reiterated the impacts of Egyptian expat transactions gradually return, especially within the state's efforts to counteract black markets and the Interior Ministry's campaigns against foreign currency trafficking. The Prime Minister added that a huge amount of goods were released in several ports at a value of $3 billion and affirmed that the state will provide more commodities during the coming phase. He further pointed out to the positive reports over the Egyptian GDP rates, including Moody's credit review, which turned Egypt's economy from negative to positive. The Hamas group in Gaza said Wednesday that sending an aid ship from Cyprus to the besieged territory was an inadequate response to the needs of its 2.4 million people.